Have you ever questioned why you are alone in the world? Your spiritual awakening is connected to it, even if you may not be aware of it. If you follow along, you'll discover the link between your spiritual awakening and your solitude. You may experience a period of isolation as the intensity of this life-changing process increases, momentarily cut off from the comfortable relationships of friends and family. This isn't just something you've decided to do. Rather, it's a step that comes naturally, led by a higher power, as though the cosmos has softly halted the busy relationships and activities that used to make up your everyday existence. This time of solitude corresponds with the development of your spiritual path, signifying a little turning point in your travels. It's important to realize that there's nothing fundamentally wrong with you if you're wondering why you're alone. Though at first unsettling, this inadvertent retreat from social circles has a purpose as part of a larger scheme. The universe seems to be timing this time for you to refocus, to stop and realize the deep shifts that come with the process of spiritual awakening. It's important to understand that this stage of inadvertent seclusion does not indicate a lifelong fate of loneliness or show innate antisocial inclinations. Rather, it means that the journey towards spiritual awakening frequently involves a crucial time of reflection and a brief withdrawal from everyday social interactions. You have the chance to align with the internal shifts throughout this phase and comprehend the heightened sensitivities that have surfaced as a result of this transforming journey. Recall that this may be but a single chapter in the complex story of your spiritual awakening. As you move through this unplanned time of seclusion, see it as an important part of the next phases of your spiritual development. It offers you a chance to reflect and gain self-awareness before re-entering the world in a way that is more in tune with your higher self. This phase of inadvertent seclusion that you are currently experiencing could have been greatly impacted by your increased sensitivity at this point in your spiritual development. Now let's explore the phenomenon of increased sensitivity that frequently follows a spiritual awakening. Following the intensity spike, you can observe a notable shift in how you're sensitive. It's a comprehensive improvement in your overall perception of things, not just your intuition. Imagine that your senses have been amplified, as though a switch has been flipped. Your environment may also become more sensitive to you. You may notice that you are more sensitive to the energies of particular people or locations. It's about recognizing the minute changes in energy that your heightened awareness enables you to detect, not about become too cautious or critical. Let's examine the bodily modifications that accompany a spiritual awakening. Your dietary tastes may alter. Items that used to feel fulfilling may suddenly seem heavy or high in energy. It's not about following a diet plan. It is your body's instinctive reaction to what it requires to maintain this changing level of awareness. For example, what used to be a routine of solace, like having a cup of coffee, may suddenly feel too strong for your system. Coffee doesn't necessarily have a negative effect on your energy levels. Rather, your increased sensitivity makes you more conscious of this. Some meats and dairy items may no longer be in harmony with your energies. Due to its increased sensitivity, your body gravitates toward decisions that give you energy and are in line with your newly discovered consciousness. As your body grows more discriminating, junk food, which is loaded with chemicals and preservatives, may become less appealing. In addition to food changes, your eyes could become more sensitive. Sparks or lights may appear in response to energetic presences. Furthermore, you may notice slight changes in energy in your ears, which could sound like buzzing or ringing. It can be an awareness of the energetic currents in your environment. This increased susceptibility is not a problem. Instead, it's your body's receptivity to the changing vibrations of your spiritual awakening. Time spent in busy or chaotic settings may become energetically taxing during this era. It's an acknowledgement that you are more vulnerable to the energy in these kinds of settings because of your increased sensitivity. Aligning with the drama and unconsciousness that some people seem content to live with could be difficult for you. It's an acknowledgement of the fact that your consciousness is changing rather than passing judgment. It's possible that the others in your immediate vicinity are still fully engrossed in their lives, putting up with a level of commotion and drama that feels too much for your newly developed sensitivity. It's not about stepping back from a position of supremacy. Rather, it's about realizing that your ability to cause disruption has changed and that you might require some alone time to regain equilibrium. Your developing consciousness may desire calm and quiet, even if others could feel at ease with extreme drama. This is about knowing when to take a step back, recharge, and find your center, not about shutting yourself off from the outside world forever. Being self-aware is essential to figuring out how to deal with the complexity of your shifting sensitivities. This stage is a journey of self-discovery, figuring out the limits of your newly discovered sensitivity and learning how to radiate positive energy, even in busy environments. It's not a permanent state. If you're alone right now and don't have any friends or relatives nearby, take this as a chance rather than a bad thing. In order to progress towards a more awakened self, self-reflection is essential, and this phase gives you the time and space to do so. This stage is a reroute towards self-discovery rather than an indication of social inadequacy. You can delve into the depths of your developing mind at this period without interruption from outside forces. It's not about a long-term commitment, but rather a brief separation that gives you the ability to comprehend and assimilate the internal changes. It could be physically taxing to face the chaotic, fast-paced outside world. Accepting solitude as a kind of self-care helps one to refuel and regain equilibrium in the face of excessive sensory input. It's not about cutting off relationships. Rather, it's about knowing when to withdraw in order to accommodate your newly discovered sensitivity. It offers a singular chance for reflection. You may explore the depths of your feelings and ideas when you're not surrounded by outside forces, which will help you understand yourself better. By removing outside distractions, you can increase your level of awareness. You develop a stronger bond with your changing consciousness as you get more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and the minute energy changes that occur both inside and outside of you. It serves as a refuge to replenish your energies as well. Take some time to yourself when things are chaotic and there are a lot of different stimuli around you. This will help you stay balanced and retain your newly developed sensitivity. Being alone can give you the insight you need to discover your mission and connect with your true self. It helps you make the distinction between what society thinks you should do and what your inner calling is, leading you along a more satisfying road in life. The seclusion of isolation acts as a protective cocoon for human development. You peel away the layers of the past as you move through this phase, making room for a more real and conscious version of yourself to surface. It takes inner fortitude and resiliency to embrace loneliness. These traits are developed via the process of navigating isolation, which gives you the strength to overcome the obstacles on your spiritual path. This stage purposefully creates an atmosphere that is favorable for strengthening your spiritual bond. By enabling you to tune into the universe's subtle energies, it promotes a harmonious connection between your inner self and the highest spiritual plane. Think of this stage as a blessing since it will help you uncover layers and uncover parts of yourself that the outside world may have obscured. Accepting solitude turns into a self-compassion, providing a break from outside pressures and a chance to tend to your developing awareness. If you found this video to be meaningful, please think about forwarding it to someone you believe would find it useful. Please share your ideas or experiences in the comments section below. Until the next occasion,